Have you ever been guided to do something and it didn't work out? Or maybe it didn't work out the way that you wanted it to, or the way that you thought it should. The truth is, you don't know what anything is for. And knowing the outcome isn't the motivation you should use to do it, to take the action, right? So if you're feeling called or guided or even just nudged to take an action, it's not your job to know why or what the outcome will be. It's your job simply to take the action to follow the guidance. And this is how you create a life full of ease and flow, abundance, joy, and even bliss, right? Where everything just flows. And I know that you've had experiences like this, but maybe right now you're just off your game or just feeling off in some way or out of sync in general. What's really happening is that you're disconnected from your intuition, your angels and guides, from your higher self, your source, whatever that higher power is for you. Essentially, if I can give you kind of a visual for this, you've stepped out of the river where that flow is, that gentle flow. You've stepped out of the river, you've wandered off, and now you don't know how to get back to it or how to get back in the flow. But what if you did know how to find the river and how to get back into the flow? What if you had a step-by-step guide, a checklist even, so you knew what to do when you're feeling off or when you're feeling out of sync? The good news is that I have the map. It's the 5 facets to flow framework that I use personally and that I teach my clients to use to get back in the flow. It works even in the midst of chaos or significant life changes or challenges. So if you'd like to learn more about this, I'd love for you to join me for the Angel Guidance System Masterclass. And this is going to be a jam-packed session. You'll discover the Angel Guidance System, my exact framework. That takes you from confusion to clarity in just 5 steps. And then we're also going to be looking at limiting beliefs and how you can shift some of the beliefs that might be keeping you stuck. And then you'll get to experience your own angel connection and receive a message that's just for you. I'm super excited about this class. It's perfect for you if you second guess yourself and your decisions. If you're feeling off, like I talked about, or just feel like you're spinning in circles, or maybe even your thoughts are just continuing to spin, or you want guidance from your angels, but you're not getting anything. It feels like radio silence from them. Or maybe you're just tired of wasting your life and you want clarity. I think sometimes when we're spinning for a long time, it could be months, it could be years even, where we feel like we're just sort of not making progress towards the things that we want to create. It can feel like you're wasting your life, right? And of course, the thing that would be helpful is to get clarity so that you can get back in the flow that you've experienced in the past. So I want to also share the way this came to me this morning. I'm listening to A Course in Miracles. My dear friend Carol Morgan is doing a daily reading. So she's committed to doing this for a year because A Course in Miracles, for any of you that know it, it's a year-long practice. And so she's doing the daily reading, and then she's also doing a sound bath with a contemplation period. So today was the 24th day. She started on September 1st. So you can actually go back and just start it from September 1st. I'll put a link to that in the description below. It's on her channel called Xina Allen. So the message today from A Course in Miracles, or the practice today, is I do not know what anything is for. And this is where that idea came to me about thinking about things in terms of actions that you take and not knowing what they're for. So many times we get super attached to something that we've been guided to do. We get attached to how it's going to work out, what's going to happen. And really, we don't know what anything is for. And so maybe you made a post and only a handful of people saw it, but maybe just one person needed to hear that. Maybe that really made a difference for one person on that particular day that they saw it or they read it. The relationship that ended for you, maybe there's something better for you. Here's what I would like to suggest to you. Remember that your only job is to take the guided action. And then, sort of the trick or the key to this is you need to release your attachment to the outcome. So, letting go of whatever happens, right? Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And letting go of any attachment that you have to it. Because if you're attached to a certain thing happening and it doesn't happen, that's where you're going to be unhappy, right? So if we can be in that place of releasing the attachment to the outcome and then really just trusting that, yes, I've been guided to do this and I'm going to share this, or I'm going to call that person. If you get guided to call somebody or you get guided to stop at a store, just trust that maybe you just needed to be at that coffee shop to smile at somebody that was having a rough day, right? You never know. And you might never know. That's the thing about it. You might never know the reason. And we don't need to. That's not our job. Our job is to just take the action, let go of control, so surrender and trust. All right. I will put a link below to the masterclass that's happening on October 3rd. And you can register for that through the link below, and we'll see you there.